of congratulations. And bear with me a minute while I'm just going to lower the mood slightly before we get pumped up again, because there was a World Bank report out a couple of months ago that said your average Pakistani is only able to fulfill 41% of their potential, 41% of their potential, your average Pakistani. I was chatting on my way here to a colleague in the back of the car. She's just returned from maternity leave. She has a wonderful Pakistani nanny, and she took the Pakistani nanny to the UK to help look after the newborn. This lady had never left Pakistan before. She had quite a small life. Within a week, she had mastered how to use the London Underground system, which frankly, those of us who have lived there for decades sometimes get off at the wrong tube stop for. Within 2 weeks, she'd learnt how to ride a bike. 3 weeks, she had learnt how to swim. And within a month, she was singing Evensong at Southwark Cathedral. That lady who was a nanny and was doing a brilliant job as a nanny, actually in a different environment, had all the potential to thrive that she needed. And this is one of the things that I think we've seen, first inspired by her mother, Khadija, and now Neha, her daughter, have brought to so many Pakistanis. They have brought the ability to fulfill that potential. And I'm utterly delighted to be able to join you on some of this journey. First of all, Bobby and Professor Chris, thank you for coming all the way from Portsmouth today, including via Faisalabad and Singapore in Professor Chris's case, because we want to be part of that journey of helping offer high quality education so that ultimately all Pakistanis can help fulfill their potential. And that in many ways is the least thing human beings want to be able to do, to be the person that they would like to be to fulfill their potential. And education is the key way of doing this. So I was asking Neha how many people does she think her mother has educated, and she looked at me and she went, tens of thousands maybe? I mean, my goodness, what an absolute legacy to touch the lives of tens of thousands of children and help them fulfill their potential. And Neha, I know you will go on to continue your mother's legacy as well. Now, the UK has always been very supportive of education. I'm delighted that we have many, many outstanding Pakistani students studying in the UK at the moment. We also have our Achieving and Commonwealth scholarships to be able to help education in the UK. But as Professor Chris mentioned, it is expensive. And it shouldn't be money that stops a child from fulfilling their potential, that stops a student from fulfilling their potential. So the growth that we have seen, including through Sir Steve Smith when he was out here as the UK's TNE advisor, the ability to partner with high quality education institutions here in Pakistan and in the UK and bring those high quality institutions together to be greater than their sum of their parts is absolutely fantastic. I was delighted to hear Bobby mention the Education Gateway. Last week, Baroness Chapman, the UK's Minister for Development, was here and launched phase 2 of that Education Gateway with £10 million, 5 million from the British Council, 5 million from Pakistan's Higher Education Council to help further those institutional links between our two countries. Now, in many ways, I'm slightly late with this launch because we already have 300 brilliant Pakistani students studying TNE with the University of Portsmouth across 5 different campuses. That's 300 lives who, to be honest, I'm sorry to say this, Chris, may not have heard of Portsmouth before. They had heard of the UK, they had heard of quality education, and then when they started looking down, where are the universities where you want to study? Portsmouth is one of those universities. If you can't go to Portsmouth, we'll bring Portsmouth to you. So thank you so much, Roots Ivy International. Thank you for the opportunity to partner with you and with the UK institutions. Thank you for the great TNE. We already have 13,700 students studying TNE at the moment. Chris, I challenge you to double that by 2030. I think with the best partners in the world, you will absolutely be able to achieve that. And I hope our educational partnership will continue to go from strength to strength. Thank you very much for coming here this afternoon. It is great to see you all. Thank you.